Good morning and happy Monday to you. It's another week. We're finally into fall. Our temperatures dropped like the day of fall that fall started. Our temperatures dropped like 20 degrees. It's unbelievable how much the weather has changed in just the past week. All of the September before this was hot. So now it's nice to have a little bit cooler weather. However, I like my warm weather. So, I know I live in Pennsylvania, but I don't like winter. Alrighty, how are you today? If you are joining me, please make sure you like the video so that we know you watched it. Today is, let's see here, September 26th. And our scripture for today is Isaiah 41:13. But let me go ahead and show you what I did yesterday in my journal. So yesterday was Romans 8:15, and it talked about how we could hear him and cry, Abba, Father. So I found this picture of this hand reaching down, and I loved it, and that we could say, Abba, Father. The cool thing is that our verse today is very similar, and I'm going to do another picture very similar to this, and it'll go right beside it, which will make it just perfect. I'm super excited about it. Okay, so let's go ahead, and we're going to do our scripture for today. So like I said, Isaiah 41:13 is our scripture for today, and it says, "For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you." So this is one of my favorite Bible verses. There's so much comfort in the word. You know, I love sharing pictures of my drawings in my journal, so I can totally imagine God reaching out from my right hand and telling me, I will help you. Isn't that powerful? We serve an all-powerful God, and yet he wants to be right next to us and hold our hand. To me, this verse gives me a glimpse into God's heart. And it just confirms that he longs to have a relationship with each and every one of us. If you have littles or grandchildren, I'm sure you've reached for their hand when you go to cross the road or go down the stairs when you want to help them. You want them to feel safe. But how many times do they pull their hand away and they say, I do it myself? Probably too many to count. But we still continue to reach out and hold on to them because we know we will be protecting them and keeping them safe. There are times when we might hear the words, do not fear, and we feel like God is saying it loudly, almost shouting the words to us to encourage us and urge us on. But when I envision this verse, I can almost hear him whispering the words to me. And to me, that's even more powerful. God knows our tendency to fear, and he cares about every single fear we face. Even though he commands and encourages us not to fear in the Bible at least 366 times, he's not surprised that we still have fears. He's not disappointed in us when we have fears, no more than we're disappointed in our kids or grandchildren when they're afraid. But God continues to encourage us to not be afraid so that we will trust in his presence and know that he is listening and working behind the scenes to stop the things that will make us afraid that we don't even know about. We need to stop saying, I do it myself, and just grab hold of his hand and not let go. I hope that this verse means as much to you as it does to me. We just need to keep remembering how important it is to not let go of that hand. Every time that he reaches out to us, which is constant, we need to be grabbing hold. We need to be holding on. We need to hold on tight. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you watched. If you are watching it on replay, let me know that as well. And we will see you tomorrow. And I hope you have a very blessed day.